Welcome everyone. My name is Lucille. I am owner of Clip Artistry Heaven. It's a clip art store that I started in 2024. Basically started trading and I've been selling on Etsy. Since then, I've later branched out to a second store, which is Lucille Cameron's Design. It's fairly new, but it's also starting to pick up on sales. I'll give you guys an update on that store on another day. But today is all about AI prompt heaven. I am so excited for what is in store today. So you must have seen the messages and the post in the Facebook group, and there's a reason for that. So for a while, I have been, hello Tammy. Oh guys, Tammy from Tammy Gibbs Designs is here. Thank you for joining us, Tammy. So for a while, I've been thinking of, I love the vault, right? I love AI prompt heaven. I love what it's all about. I love the fact that I can share my prompts with you, the ones that I'm using in my Etsy store. But there was a part of me that felt like what can I do more? What can I add to AI prompt heaven? How can I make it easier? I've also, through this journey, I like the old adage, less is more. And I find that although it sounds like a lazy strategy, I find sometimes the simpler things with AI brings the best results. So given that, and me sitting and pondering, how am I going to, what can I do to make the membership better? I started looking at some concepts and I've put it together, and just like disclaimer, I'm not a coder. I'm not a anything building systems. Everything I'm showing you today was done with AI and with my two unofficial beta testers who volunteered their time, Doreen and Richard, this week. We've basically just been testing. You might have picked up that they knew a little bit more in the group about what was happening. They so graciously decided to help me with testing these tools. So even though a lot of it's from here, like things that I thought, how can I make my process easier? It all sat here. It's now in the vault. I'll show you guys now. And the two of them, what I want to say is, in addition to thank you, they basically tested it and made sure that everything was running smoothly this week. And I'm just very, very grateful. I don't think I would have had so much fun, Richard and Doreen. So thank you very much for both of you. Like different time zones, right? Like when the one's sleeping, the other one's awake, and it was so much fun. So thank you to the both of you. And yeah, like I said, there was just like even Tammy and I speak a lot. And Tammy, we're always looking at ways, we're always looking at ways to help. You guys know Tammy's got the playbook series. So she's got like those amazing playbooks, like hundreds of pages of them. And it's just to help you with prompt engineering. And we've kind of been talking like, how can we make things better for our members, subscribers. So anyway, without further delay, I want to take you through what has been happening or what we've been cooking in the kitchen, so to speak. And I hope that you guys are going to enjoy the updates. I hope that it's going to make your lives easier and simpler. And as always, you can just reach out to me via AI Prompt Heaven, via the Facebook group, via emails. That's typically how you guys get hold of me. I'm the worst with Facebook messengers, yeah. So messenger, sorry. So if we've never chatted before or we've never connected and you message me, I will probably take a long while to get to that message. And I'm mentioning it now so that because it's happened in the past. Like someone would say, I messaged you a couple of days ago, and I'm the worst with it, especially if we didn't DM each other before. So email, Facebook group, the course, the digital bootcamp course, or even AI Prompt Heaven, the community, the paid community. If what I'm trying to say is, if there's things with these updates that something that I need to look at, then please just contact me on those means. Stack and activate. Okay, so I've basically just published it. Richard and Doreen and I, we've been on the developer one. I've just published the updates in AI Prompt Heaven, and we'll get started now. Okay, so for those who don't know what AI Prompt Heaven is, and I'm going to actually drop a poll. Let me know where you at. I think it's this one here. Let me know where you are at in terms of AI. Are you a creative dreamer? You're like not serious about it? Are you a digital product seller? Are you a super fan? Let me know. Let me get to know you. Oh, okay. There's no one in the waiting room. Sorry, I was just looking at that. If you don't know AI, what AI prompt given is, what are we talking about? You might not be a member. That's fine. You're welcome, right? So this live is for both members and non-members. So AI Prompt Heaven is a monthly membership. It's currently $9, and it's basically a vault of growing prompts that I use, build, upload the vault with, and then you can then go and copy the prompt and tweak it, change the skin color, change the season, whatever. And you can then use that prompt in your digital store, Etsy store, or whatever it is that you're doing, or even if it's just for passion projects, right? That is what AI Prompt Heaven is. And just to give you an overview, that's what it basically looks like. So you've got the image on the right, you've got the technical details over here, the prompt itself, the technical details, and then it's an educational uh, product that helps with prompt engineering. Now, if you are in the game of digital product selling, it all starts with the prompt. If the prompt is bad, the image is going to be bad. If the prompt is mediocre, the image is going to be mediocre. If the prompt has no research to back it up with, you're going to have an image that maybe or maybe it won't sell. So everything starts with the prompt, and that's why I created the AI Prompt Heaven membership. So that's what it is as a starter. Also, before I continue, I just want to say we're going to look into who's the chattiest, the chattiest five, both on Facebook Live as well as the Zoom meeting room. And then we'll be giving away 5 subscriptions to the most chattiest, supportive members on the live today. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I've got people watching, so please. Okay. Do you guys still see the poll? Sorry. Okay, let me give you the results. So out of 100%, we've got creative dreamers, 25%, digital product sellers. So the most of you are currently selling digital products, 56%, curious explorer, 13%, AI superfan, 6, and design for fun only. No one voted. So that's the results. I'll end it quickly. Awesome. Thank you for chatting or just voting there. So that's what AI Prompt Heaven is, and this is where it's at, right? So at the moment, you've got the Clip Art, which is the main module, Artistly only. There's a lot of you that's part of or subscribers to Artistly, so and I use Artistly a lot. So I created a section for Artistly only, and then I just subcategorize. So some of these subcategories I need to spend time on because I think the earlier ones I didn't plan it very well. So I think I need to just put some thought into all of that. Richard said he's a big Artistly fan, and he really is. He's amazing. He's been so helpful this week with figuring out, especially like coloring pages and stuff like that, because that's his jam. Yeah, so like Tumblr wraps as well. I love selling Tumblr wraps, and then if you go into each and every one, you will see like all Tumblr wraps based on Halloween, for in this case, or Christmas, or Thanksgiving, or whatever. Okay, so you'll see if you go. Let me refresh here. Okay, those who are members, look at the screen and tell me what's the change. Let me know in the comments what have we changed here. Nice to see you again, Simja. I miss our lives. I haven't done these lives in a while. Mary Jarman is saying, I'm looking to start an Etsy shop, just getting to know the process. Wonderful. We do have a course, digital bootcamp course. I don't know if you're in there, but we recently launched the digital product bootcamp course, and it's basically to help you avoid going to Google and ChatGPT and all over and get information. It's all size and all the information is like there. Do you see Lakshmi? Can you see what's added? And Richard and Doreen can't answer. Maryland's South Maid, is it right? Did I say it right? she said, I can't wait until I get my, so is it social security? Sorry, I'm in South Africa. We don't have social security. She said, I can't wait to get my social security checks to join your membership. Beautiful clip art. Did anyone see what was added to the vault? All the current members, Lakshmi, Leslie, Richard, Doreen, you guys, oh, those two can't mention. They can't say. Tools. Lindsay said tools. Leslie said it's a grid. It's always been a grid, Leslie. Richard saying, get ready, folks. The fun is about to begin. It really is. Tools. Oh, because, oh, you guys answered. I'm so sorry. I'm looking on two platforms. Tool stack, tool stack. Everybody's saying tool stack. Rochelle says, artistly rocks. Totally agree. Totally agree. That's awesome. Yes. So, oh, if you look at my screen, you'll see here over here, there's a tool stack. For those who are members, and there's a lot it seems, go to your tool stack and you'll see it live. Let's go. Let's go. Here the fun begins, guys. So if you click on tool stack over here, you will see I've loaded 6 new tools for you. Now, as I said earlier, the whole idea with AI Prompt Heaven has always been help them build. Listen, I did this alone and it was dreadful to, even in my circles offline, in my circles, like just trying to explain to people what it is that I'm so fascinated about, it like just didn't register. And digital product, anything is not as big in South Africa as it is in like the first world countries, Canada, US, Australia, etc. So just trying to like explain to people this is what I'm doing. So it has always been for me, how can I make this easier? How can I simplify or dumbify it as much as I possibly can? So I included 6 new products into the vault. You'll see under tool stack, you'll see prompt optimizer, you'll see prompt auditor, coloring page wizard, product planner tool, pattern Genie Pro, and style blender. So you must have seen Richard's images about the blender. It was just like some clues. I'm going to go through the 6 with you today. And like I said, it all sits here, and it's just like sort of poured into AI, into a membership, and I hope it's going to help you. I'm not a coder by any stretch of the word. If you guys pick up something that is not working properly, we did the best that we possibly could. Just let me know, like I said, in the course or in the membership, or email me or Facebook or whatever. I will get to that. And then I just need to open my tools as well, which is where we are going to work in, and that will be primarily Artistly. If you guys don't know anything about Abacus, it's like ChatGPT. Obviously, ChatGPT is the best. No qualms there. I can say it. It's like at the forefront. There's like a tech war going on between China and the US. So for me, it's still the best. However, I have to think of my community, and I have to think of budgets and cost, especially when we start out. So if ChatGPT is not where you at right now in terms of costing, I highly recommend Abacus, which is what you're seeing here in front of you. And Abacus is so awesome in the sense that it's got over 20 LLMs. Every time I do a video, I say at one stage it was on 19, and then I say, okay, now it's 20. And every time I come back to it, it's now sitting on 25. So basically, it's ChatGPT, Cloud, Gemini, Grok, I think DeepSeek is here. DeepSeek is here, Perplexity is here. So instead of having to go and pay for all these systems individually, you can pay $10 to Abacus and you've got access to all of these. Although for today's tutorial, I'm not going to go through the LLMs. I only want to be here by the image section, which is where we're going to play with, where we're going to play in today. Okay, Artistly, you know, a lot of you know, so it's $9 a month. Sorry, let me rephrase. I'll edit that out. It's $49 once off. You never pay again, which is the commercial plan. Or you get the pro plan, which is $147 once off. You never pay again. You own all the designs that you've created. You can sell it. You make your money back on Etsy or digital store or wherever you are selling your products, whichever platform, right? So this is Artistly. I love it. I love it. I started with Midjourney. I told you guys my whole journey started with Midjourney. I just find myself going to Artistly a lot. Why? There is a lot going on here. If you just go on AI Art Illustrator, look at all these like illustrators. Like, oh, do you want a manga style? Do you want the clip art style? Watercolor, whatever, junk journals, coloring pages, and it's all centralized. So that's why I love it, and it's just convenient. Okay, so let's go back to the vault, and we're going to start with the prompt optimizer. So create perfect AI prompts for digital clip art and printable designs, right? So what the system does is you can give it a theme. So let's go with cute cats. Okay, I'm going to click on watercolor art style. You've got a color picker here. So if you've got a particular color that you want to incorporate in your design, then you can just go and click on it, and that's how simple it is. If you've got the hex codes, you can include the hex codes over here, and then you can also give it a style. Let's go with 3D art style. Okay, and the optimizer, just from a few clicks, it just generates a prompt based on what you've given it. Now you can give it more, but I want to show you how you can just use minimal input, right? So if you click on it, of course, the background here at the bottom, you also want to specify if you want the gradient background, transparent, white background, etc. Once you click on generate, it will generate a prompt for you with your hex codes over there. Now, I have used hex codes before in my prompts, but I was surprised when I posted one of these prompts in our Facebook group. And someone was saying, I never thought of actually using hex codes to get the color consistency and just bond it in. So you've got your color picker, and you can just choose whatever, right? Once you've got your prompt, you can copy your prompt to the clipboard, and then go back to your software of choice where you want to design, right? And then I'm going to use watercolor digital inspired because it's my favorite. Click on 4 and then generate. Guys, I can't keep up with the messages. Every time it's like so many messages. Sonia saying agree. There's no one else I need to let in. Richard saying it's $49, grab it. Elaine had to go. Vicky Robinson is saying Midjourney is great for some things, but Artistly has its beat by a mile when it comes to clip art, hands down. Absolutely, Vicky. I was actually in denial of that for a very, very long time because I didn't want to let go. I didn't want to ask Tammy. Where's Tammy? Tammy struggled with me. I did not want to acknowledge that fact for a long time because I was pro Midjourney, and it's like my first love, right? When I got into Artistly, you'll even see all the prompts in the vault. Most of them are Artistly. Because why would I upload an image that is not as good as Midjourney just because it's Midjourney? Although there are still purposes for Midjourney. So that's just my opinion. Leslie's saying, wow, the pattern Genie generator, is it free? I have gone in. Yes, if you remember, it's all in there. It's part of it. Okay, so basically that's what the prompt optimizer does. You can also tick on add suggested tags. It's just how I built the system, thinking of as an Etsy seller, and it will populate some tags for you. If you are selling in your own store like Shopify or Wix or whatever, then you can also copy the Google tags. Right? So that's basically minimal input, cute cats, your style, your colors, and then transparent background, or if you want the gradient background, and then just generate. If you want to start over, you can just click on clear. Let's go with strawberry pie and bananas. Okay, just like whatever. And then again, watercolor. You don't have to put the art style in, so I just want to show you without. Then you can say a white background, and then click generate. So I've seen one thing I've seen in Artistly, I don't see it always taking the instruction well where the colors are concerned, because you'll see those cats really didn't turn out in those colors. But when I do it in Midjourney, then just go back, it grasps colors. So It's just something that I've noticed. Going back to Abacus, as I've mentioned, same with the LLM, the Grok, the DeepSeek, or whatever, you get a whole list of image generators, right? And if I go, maybe let's say ideogram, and I say 4 images, and I paste my prompt, then I can do that. I'll just log into Midjourney as well. Okay, so I find that Midjourney grasps the hex codes better. Okay, let's go. While we wait, I'll go to the next tool. So let's go back to the tool stack over here. If you go to the prompt auditor, if I click on it, Zizi is saying, I love this idea. Thank you, Zizi. Jasmine saying, good idea. What, Leslie? The full, are you saying Artistly is now $49? Oh, Lynn's saying the pro version is, okay, I can't, don't know. I don't know what, I don't have the facts on that. Okay, so let's go back to the tools. Okay, we're going to go into prompt auditor in a bit. Okay, let's see. Let's check Midjourney's output. Okay, so I definitely took the colors in some of them. So I just wanted to point out that Midjourney grasps the hex codes a little bit better than Artistly, right? So the prompt optimizer is basically, sorry, the prompt auditing tool is basically, again, coaching, right? So if we say, let's say you're not good with prompting, this tool basically just sort of helps you to say, you kind of missed a couple of things. So let's say you say, design a image of a coffee mug. Let's say that's your prompting ability, right? It will ask you a couple of questions. Did you name the art style? Did you include a color? None of that was selected. If I click on run audit, this is probably the worst score that you can get. Oh, actually, it's not that bad. So you are sitting on a 2.5 out of 2.5 out of 5, right? So it's saying, it's giving basic vibes from 2019. So it was just like to make it a bit more fun for you. So basically the auditor, the prompt auditor is telling you, okay, give me your prompt. Let me check it out for you. You paste your prompt or you type your prompt out, and then it will tell you, it's a bit basic in this case. And it says the issues found, no quality terms. You didn't specify high quality, crisp detail, 4K, whatever. You missed the color vibe. So I didn't say anything brown, beige, orange, whatever. And it's going to tell you, you didn't specify the background. Now, this is key to why people get so frustrated, right? It's because the building of the prompt doesn't have all the elements required or necessary to give you something more aligned with what you're perhaps imagining. So this is what the auditing tool is all about. It will tell you didn't specify a background, you didn't add a color, and all you are doing is you giving your AI software permission to assume, and it's going to assume something way different to what you've got like in mind, right? So I would encourage you to use the auditing tool. It is very, I think, in my view, it will definitely help those who are beginners with the prompt, and it will kind of get you into the swing of adding all the elements so that the output can be closer to what you desire. So let's look at what it gave us, right? Let's take the advice. So I will say high quality. Okay, now I'm gonna, okay, first let's use this prompt. Copy prompt, and let's go to our software of choice. Okay. Okay. I did a pattern earlier, sushi and cats, and that's the output. Okay, so Artistly, again, it's also dummified. If you compare Artistly with a system like Midjourney. Midjourney is very technical, so you need to have a good prompting vocab. Artistly will kind of do the thinking for you, which I don't mind. It works for me. Less is more, right? So this is the poor output. And let's take the advice from the optimizer and let's add coffee mug, let's say, in a hot pink color with a biscuit on the side. So now you're just adding to it high, like crisp design style and on a white background. Okay, so now it's given us like advice. We've used it, and now we can run the audit. And now it will give you a 5 out of 5 because you've got more for the software to work with. Okay, it will generate the prompt for you. You copy it, and you take it back to Artistly. And I think this is a way to make you feel more in control of your prompting. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel sometimes what we do is we come up with a basic prompt and then we're hoping it needs to be like so amazing. But there's just elements missing from the building of the prompt. Crisp, I've used it. Crisp design, it like gives it a more, it gives more depth, I think, to the output. It's one of the art style, one of the tech details of AI prompting. I've used it a lot, and that's why the system's telling us to do it. Just like 4K, it gives more depth to the output of the image. So like this, can you see this? I don't know, it's so weird when it hovers and I can't. So just like this area, it's more shiny. Can you see how bland it is here? Sorry, who asked? I didn't address. Oh, Vicky, can you see how bland these cups are? But because we said crisp, it just gives it a more shiny, like more, I don't know what the word is, more detail to the prompt. Yeah, Rochelle, exactly. Crisp to me is more detailed, more clear, exactly. It just adds more to the prompt, and it's one of the terminologies that I use, and I built it into the prompt auditor so that you guys can use it. And I think I feel more in control. I didn't know what it was going to give me here. It could have given me a blue cup. I didn't specify a cup. But now when the auditor is telling me, well, I don't have much to work on, so maybe just add a color, maybe add a whatever. And now I feel like I'm more on par with what I wanted. Also, before we go to the next tool, you can also, based on this prompt, if you click here, right, it will generate 10 related prompts to what I have, to the main prompt. So if we go copy prompt, you go back to Artistly. So it will give you a consistent bundle of 10 prompts. Where we with time? 15 minutes, and I'm only on tool 2. Go back, and then I copy number 3. Let me do this. Sorry, let me do this quickly. Let's do this, and then we do this. It's going to be better. So can you see now, this is now the part of the 10 prompt pack, right? So number 3, go back, paste, generate 4. If you are a clip art seller, you agree with me on this or disagree. Consistency in the visual look, the colors it's necessary. Nobody's going to buy a clip art bundle that is like just random in colors, art style, and so on and so forth. Let me just run through the prompts, go back. And everything that I need, like as a clip artist, service provider or seller, product seller, I was just thinking what will help me. And if it helps me, I know it will help you guys. And we've basically just put all of that in there. Obviously, like I said, Doreen and Richard really helped with fine-tuning. If I overlooked something, Richard is actually a beta tester. He's done a lot of testing in his life. So it was just like God sent when he said, no, I will help, no problem. Paste for, anyway, let's look at it and then we can go over to the next tool. Okay, so we started here, basic prompt, just like let the system assume. We added crisp detail to the design. And then we asked for variation of prompts based on the original prompt. And can you see, it's just adding. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to worry about it. It keeps the pink, it keeps the biscuit, it keeps the crisp. Can you see that clear design, clearness of the cup? It's almost like it's mirroring back. You didn't have to think of it. It's easy. And you've got a consistent bundle over there. Yeah, Vicky says consistency is absolutely necessary. And why I like to make even YouTube videos on this, it's one of the questions I get a lot. How do you make consistent bundles like this? Is this good for typography designs? We haven't actually, as Rochelle's asking, did you test on typography? We haven't. It's only 6, but please, anything that you feel will help your business, please just let us know and I will definitely include it in the roadmap. And sorry, I forgot about the poll. I needed like a sidekick here. It's a lot of stuff going on here. No, anything that you need, please let us know and I can include it in the roadmap. Let's go to the next tool. So Richard's favorite, the coloring page wizard. Now, I'll be totally honest, I've actually neglected AI prompt heaven where coloring pages are concerned. Let me know how many of you actually need coloring pages, like how many of you are selling it, and so that I know I need to focus on it. Okay. So Jasmine saying, yes, please. What's a lot better, Richard? Did I miss something? Yeah. So I actually neglected the vault because I was struggling. I've sold coloring pages and I can generate it. I've actually just struggled with Artistly, and I was so excited when I saw that they added like more coloring pages, but I just wasn't getting it. So while we were testing, Richard and I, he actually told me, I'll show you guys now. But anyway, let me go through the tool quickly. He showed me a way and a illustrator that works best, right? So what the coloring page prompt wizard does is just to help you build coloring pages better. Again, simple inputs, but excellent outputs, and cutting down on time for you to try and reimagine stuff, or getting the wording right, and the technical aspect, and the I'm just trying to remove all of that from the workload. So basically, also like a picker, you choose. So let's say we want to go with kawaii outline, right? Theme. Let's say you want to go with, what do we want to go with? Fairy garden. Age group, toddlers, kids, teens, or adults. Let's go with toddlers. Vicky's saying she's never done coloring pages. I quite enjoy it, but I must say with Artistly, I did an ideogram I always run to. I do my pages there. ChatGPT, also amazing coloring pages, but it takes too long. I can't run a business on images from ChatGPT. If I need it, I will use it and I've got time, but not for bundles and for like lots of pages. You can also select your size in terms of how you want it, portrait or whatever, and then you can choose here whether you want a single, just give me one page or give me 10 associated pages. So we'll just go one page, generate the prompt, copy the prompt, and then we go back to Artistly. Okay, so that's our prompt. We go to Artistly. AI Art Illustrator. I spent most of my time there. AI Art Illustrator, and you'll see coloring pages. Now I toyed with this when it came out, and my stuff was just coming deformed. The fruit was deformed, and it wasn't coloring page standard for me, right? So Richard, like I said, coloring pages is his thing. He's got his own Facebook group. Sorry, Richard, I just can't remember the group, but just posted here. If you're interested in learning about coloring pages, Richard is the guy. He advised to use the clip art style, right? So I'm just gonna paste 4 and then 2 by 3 because I wanted like in a like a portrait style, and then generate, and then again, let's see, 10. You can just select from the main prompt, you can select and it will generate 10 associated pages. So we're going to do the same thing that we did earlier. and that's your coloring page output. Now, if I tell you what mine looked like before, and that's actually why I neglected the color. There are coloring pages, but I haven't really put a big focus on it. And also members haven't really asked me for coloring pages and stuff like that. So let's do that. Go for. Oh, I didn't change the dimension here. So the coloring page prompt wizard, it's just to, again, I don't have to think about it. Let's go with a different style. Minimalist outline. Let's now go with animal friends, kids, level. Let's go intermediate, size. Okay, and then just generate 10. And now we're on animals, woodland fox, cute bear, friendly rabbit, wise owl, and so on and so forth. So Mary in the Facebook group is saying she has not done coloring pages yet. I'll definitely try this. I'm so happy to hear that, and I'll also work on some prompts because I now know I can give you guys better prompts. I did neglect it, this area of the vault, but I'm so excited, so I'll add more. And coloring pages are big on KDP. Crystal, you're saying you didn't see those yesterday. What are those? What are you referring to? Marilyn is saying it's addictive. Coloring pages is addictive if you get started. See, Tammy, I see your comments here. Yeah, no, it took a while to get me over to Artistry. I was just so into my journey. Let's just regenerate. Playful squirrel. Let's go. Can you guys see? Let me know if this is making life easier. What do you guys think? Do you think it will make your lives easier? And I hope I've touched on products that actually makes money for you because it's all about making money, profit, right? I respect those who are creating products for passion, like just family, friends. But for me, I wish I could. I have to. It's a living for me, right? So this is the output. I did not get this output before, and even while testing with Richard and Doreen, I didn't get this output before this tool. So I hope this is going to. Tracy's saying it's definitely going to make it easier. This is fabulous. Thank you. You are so welcome. That's what I want to hear, right? Look at the squirrel. I couldn't do this, and maybe it was just a me thing. But try the clip art. I'm going to move over to the next tool. Try the clip art, this one, per Richard. I have tried this, but I don't want to waste too much time. Let's go over to the next tool. Okay. So Crystal, if you're referring to the tool stack, maybe you just got here now, Crystal. If you're referring to the tool stack, it wasn't there. I've just published it now while I was online. So you'll see it now in your dashboard. Okay, let's go over to DG Product Planner. This, I think, we spend so much time on this tool. If you pick up bugs, please, I'm not a coder. I'm just going to say that. I'm not a coder. But we really struggled with this one. At one point, Doreen just dropped. Are you in the Bahamas, Doreen? Doreen's sitting on a totally different time zone. And the three of us, working on this project. And Doreen keeps telling me, Lucille, Christmas is not the 24th of December. And I'm saying, I know. And she's saying, Jasmine saying pro coder. I'm assuming it's me, Jasmine. And she's saying, Lucille, every time I do this planner, Christmas is coming up on the 20th. I said, Doreen, Richard and I have Christmas both on the 25th. I don't know what's going on over there, but whatever. Anyway, this like amateur coder over here. No, Doreen said, Lucille, I think it's got something to do with the time zones. And then we had to change it, and eventually, because now the math of the system was built on my time zone, SAST, and I don't know, I don't know if you're EST, Doreen, but anyway, she was just like always -1, -1. All the dates minus one, minus one. That was fun. So, and because the bulk of my community is in the US, I have to cater for not even my own time zone. I have to cater for the US. The UK comes in second, so we did add a little bit of UK, but obviously we can't add like all the holidays that we wanted to, although reach out, right? Anyway, so this is just a product planning tool. Plan ahead, create smarter, list faster, sell better on Etsy. That's what it's about, right? Get your systems, get your processes, get sorted. Don't dilly-dally on things that shouldn't take so much time. So again, what worked, what I needed, I just outpoured it into the system, and I hope it's going to make your lives easier. So this is tool number 4. You basically tell the system, on this day, today, I'm going to start planning, right? So you select your date. If it's next week Monday, you select your date next week Monday, right? Choose today's date or whenever you want to start planning. And then I've just said, I'm only human. Holiday dates may vary by country and region. We've included both the UK and the USA dates where they differ, right? Please verify local dates for your target market. Things like Eid, things like Hanukkah has got like, I think, a 2-week process. Days like, Richard, what else? There were certain days that will pass over, fluctuating and all that stuff, right? So just check the dates. It might be that at the time when we updated the system, the dates might have changed. If you spot that, you can just let me know. Just let me know. On Facebook, Lucille, hi, I did the plan and the date is whatever, and then we'll get to it. So anyway, let's say you're going to start planning today. I've split it up into 2, so 2025 and 2026 events, okay? And this is what's left, basically, roughly for 2025. And then 2026 has got the whole year. You'll see, you're just scrolling. We've covered all sorts of things here. Martin Luther King Junior Day, International Day of Education, Black History Month, Ramadan, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Eid al-Fitr, Trans Day of Visibility, Easter, etc., etc. So I don't know where you are at. I don't know who's your demographic. I did not go my clients or who I serve. I went in as broad as I possibly can. If you want something to be listed, let me know, okay? And it will be within reason. So meaning, obviously, I can't put everything on there, but be it as it may, please reach out to me. So you select your date, you select what you want to plan on. Hispanic Heritage Month is in September. So let's assume you do want to cater for fall, you want to cater for Halloween, and you want to cater for Diwali, right? 2025. You click on Generate 2025 Plan, okay? And then it will tell you next deadline countdown, 30 days until fall, right? So fall is first on the list. It will take this fall. If Diwali was first, it will tell you the first one on your list, Lucille, is Diwali. But fall is before Diwali, right? It's telling you you are 90 days too late to start planning. Why? The math is basically me saying you need to list 3 months before the time. You need to list on Etsy 3 months before the time. If your sole source of traffic is 100% Etsy only, you don't have your own community, you don't have your own email list, you are only relying on Etsy's algorithm, you're not spending on Etsy in terms of ads, right? You will have to list 3 months before the time. Okay, so it's basically telling you for fall, you're 90 days too late. Your creation should have started 60 days ago. You should have listed around June to be in time for fall. And you're also late in terms of launching. And by launching, I mean sharing your link. That's basically, so when you see launch, I mean promoting your link in social media groups, Facebook groups, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok videos. You need to have done that today to be in time for fall. So that's just the math that I've put into the system. Diwali, it's saying you're 62 days late for planning. You should have started planning. You needed to create 32 days ago, your Etsy listing phase, your launch phase. So it's just like a framework. It's not like Lucille said. This is what I think is the best, especially if you're new. I am not teaching like highly experienced people because I'm not highly experienced. I've got a year and a half of Etsy education and experience within me. So I'm speaking to people who's either starting stores, who just started stores, and this is what you need to do. If you don't have an advertising budget And advertising is not even always the solution. If you don't have a community, if you don't have an email list, if you don't have a following, and you're only relying on the Etsy algorithm, you're going to have to be in the system about 2 to 3 months before the time. So let's say you're happy with all of this, right? It will now take you to a product recommendation. So for fall, it will say seasonal planners. So if that's your thing, if planners are your thing, it's telling you seasonal planners, high demand, autumn goal setting, and cozy vibes, right? Coloring pages, we've got you. Fall leaves and pumpkin designs, sticker sheets, if that's your thing. It gives you some idea. Diwali festival printables, Diwali decorations, cultural learning, Hindu festival, etc. If that's your jam, that's your jam. And it will give you a list of, if there was a fourth one that I selected, it would also give it over here, right? Then it will also give you some sub-niche themes. So pumpkin spice aesthetics, you can go and do some research on it. For fall 25, cozy autumn vibes, leaf patterns, all fall things related. Diwali, I don't even know what this means. Sorry for my ignorance. I don't even know what that means, but it covers this holiday, right? Golden lights theme. It's not something that Lucille would be able to tell you because I don't know. So lean on the system. Halloween, pastel witch clip art, kawaii spooky cats. It's just something that if you don't want to think about it and we don't really want to waste time thinking about it, go to the DigiPlanner. It will tell you what you need to focus on. Go do some research on it, on those keywords, and get the nitty gritty on what you need to include in your product listings. Let me know your feedback, please. Tell me what you think about this tool. It was the hardest. We had a lot of fun. But this tool felt like hard work. Let me know what you guys think. Oh, Vicky's saying officially mind blown. Oh, Tracy's saying, I am so excited. She can't wait to get started. Oh, Leslie. You know, Leslie was one of the first members of AI Prompt. Leslie and Lakshmi. They were one of the first members of AI. So they are very special to me. Stephanie saying, great. Thank you, Stephanie. Awesome. So shall we go to tool number 5? I'm just cognizant of time. Mary saying, this has come at a good time for me. Excited to play with it all. I have a week off to try everything. Awesome. Tammy is saying you can also use the coloring page generator inside the AI design agent. Where's that, Tammy? All help on board. AI design agent. This one, let me see. This one. Okay, Tammy's saying we should go here, AI design agent. And we should go to this one. Okay. Okay, so guys, just try this on the coloring pages. I want to move on to the next one. AI design agents, she said, and then go coloring pages. Okay, here we go. So we've done the coloring page. We've got left the pattern Genie Pro. You guys know how much we spoke about the pattern, seamless patterns. And then the style blender is the last one. So the pattern Genie Pro, I love designing patterns. Let me know if patterns is your thing. Oh, Mary said she really needs the planner. I'm so happy. And like I said, if you see these holidays on that I didn't include, that is very popular, and that I should have included, then just message me and we will get to it. Okay, so the pattern Genie Pro, not so long ago, we spoke about patterns in the Facebook group. I love patterns. The problem with patterns in Artistry, in Kittle, in where else? There's a couple of other systems. Anyway, why can't I think? Actually, Ideogram does give me seamless patterns. But anyway, what I find that a lot of these systems that says it does digital patterns, right? They don't come out seamless. Now, a pattern is pointless, useless if it's not seamless, right? And there's a criteria for seamless. So firstly, it needs to manipulate the human eye, meaning there should not be a start and a stop. Up or down, left or right. There shouldn't be a start. It's a continuous flowing system. And Kittle doesn't do it. Artistly cannot do it. I tested with ChatGPT, can't do it. But I do have a few tools that can do it, and I'll share with you guys now. So the Pattern Genie Pro is a magical AI prompt generator for stunning seamless patterns. I've tested it, I love it, and I hope you guys are going to love it too. Basically, surprise me over here gives you 3 surprise me elements, because that's what a pattern is. A pattern is based on elements, right? So the system, if you don't want to think about your elements, you can click on surprise me, and then it will give you planets, sushi rolls, flowers. If that's not what you want, click on surprise me again. It will give you another 3 geometric blobs, Christmas strawberries, and so on and so on. Let's go with this one. I want to go with this one. The second thing you need to do is the choose your design style. Do you want it in gold foil? And I tell you guys, these are not, I've done patterns, but I haven't done, the vocabulary for all of this stuff is really not sitting here. I love the system. So let's say we go with kawaii, right? That's the style that you want. So you need to pick one. And then you need to specify stripe pattern, scatter pattern. This is all done on research based on ChatGPT research. Give me all the options so that I have a system that actually can do all of this. So build it nicely, right? So pattern tile is what I want. And then over here, you need to come and select. So let's say you want it for digital papers, which is what I use it for. And then you click on generate. It will give you a prompt. Copy the prompt. You go back to your software of choice. Let's do this. Let's split the screen. I go back to now AI, Artistry has got, so if you go to AI designs, remember Tammy said go to coloring pages here. I'm not going to do that now, but please test that. AI design agents, you go to same section, you go to seamless pattern, and I will then paste, and let's go watercolor, and then let's go, I'm going to go 4, and then create design. So that's one way you can do it. The other way you can do it, that I do it, is Illustrator. Go back here to this one. Paste it. And generate. Okay. Okay, so it won't regenerate on the selection done here. You have to either clear the prompt and then start again, and then do the surprise me and do that if you want to do that. If you don't want to surprise whatever and you want to have more control, you can click on the drop down. Do you want to go to foodie, nature, cute kawaii, celestial, abstract, holidays? Those are the options available at the moment, and each one's got a further subcategory. So if you want to do foodies, you can go strawberries, but you have to clear. If it's 3, the 3 is here. You can't choose. You have to clear the prompt. Go back to the bottom. Okay, first generate, sorry. And then clear prompt to clear the 3 here, just in case you get stuck. But let's say you want more control. Let's say you want cupcakes for foodies. Let's say you want mushrooms, and let's say you want cute kawaii. Let's say this, right? So those are your 3. You see it will add the 3 here. You can go watercolor style this time. You can go pattern tile, and then generate prompt. Okay, so let's go to the 2 that we've already done. You can just refresh. If you see Artistly is doing this, then just refresh. Okay. And without me having to think of a full-on prompt or elements, just by clicking a few times, generating and copying and pasting, this is the output. Rochelle is saying, wow, so cool. Okay. So this is the output. I don't know what this is, guys, but here we go. That's the second one. I love the colors. I love this. I would not have been able to prompt this on my own. If we want to check the seamless pattern effect, which I know Artistly won't have, like 1 in 20, I get Artistly to surprise me. Okay, so you can go to a pattern checker called, I can't say it. This one, I use this one. So there's a couple, I use this one. And then you can just go to your download. Sorry, download. Go here. I'll make it bigger. And can you guys see earlier I said there's a criteria. It needs to be flowing. It needs to not have any harsh lines. Can you see that's a harsh line there? It needs to manipulate your eye consistently in terms of flow, but that will not work as a product sold on Etsy. It simply will not work. Now, when you are selling tumbler wraps, I don't mind the top and the bottom. And can you guys see with this one, the top and the bottom is seamless? Oh, sorry, it's not. Again, it tricks the eye. This one is there. Okay, so that fails there, it fails there. It's not a seamless pattern. I have asked, and I know they will get to it. I've asked Yash and the team over there. I've not just me, a lot of people have asked for it. I know it's going to come. And I heard yesterday about a version 6 update. So I'm hoping seamless patterns are in that V6, right? I'm patient. I will wait. So that is what the Genie does for you in terms of patterns. If you don't feel like thinking, let's clear this one. If you don't feel like thinking about, like, surprise me, let's do that. Let's go watercolor. Whatever. So there's also advanced settings. So you can add more vibrant colors, standard density, sparse. I don't know what all of this even means. But if you want to go advanced, advanced is there to give you more meat on your prompt copy. I want to show you guys a tool in Abacus. And we didn't get to the cats earlier. I told you some systems take the color, takes the instruction about the colors. So I did pull random colors from the color picker from the first tool, the optimizer, and ideogram, you'll see here, ideogram, it tells me there, it brought in some of those random colors. Whereas Artistly just gave you a brown cat because it's thinking cats are ginger, right? So I just wanted to show you guys the variation between the tools, and that's why it's important that you know the strengths and the weaknesses of certain tools, and then that you jump around knowing if I want that, if I want text, I go to ideogram. If I want patterns, I go to Creative Fabric's Studio Flow, a recent tool that I signed up with. It also gives seamless patterns. Go to Sea Dream. It's the first one on top. I was surprised. This tool also gives you seamless patterns 50% of the time. And then Midjourney, you don't even have to worry about it. It's a strength for Midjourney, tile, dash, dash, tile. After your prompt, dash, dash, tile. 100% seamless. You don't even have to check it. I've never not gotten a seamless pattern from Midjourney, and they've locked this down since the beginning. Since the beginning, they were on like seamless patterns, not a problem. Sea Dream, sometimes, and that's why it's important that you guys use the pattern checker, which I will drop for you in here and also on Facebook. Okay, one more tool down. So Mary asked, can you give us the link to the checker in the chat? I've just posted it for you, Mary. And let's check Midjourney's. I can guarantee you. So what did we choose? Stars, sushi, and galactic stuff. Not my vocabulary, so we can go and check. I guaranteed you will not have a problem with Midjourney's seamless pattern. So yeah. Can you see? No harsh lines. No harsh lines. So for a tumbler wrap, top and bottom, I don't mind. Left to right must be, if you're selling a seamless tumbler wrap, it must be smooth. Top and bottom, I don't mind. So if Like I said, with Artistry, sometimes you get a left to right, no problem. And sometimes you even get 100%, but it's not, I don't have the confidence yet as I have with Midjourney. Let's go to Seedream. This is Seedream's output, download. So like I said, 50% of the time I get it with Seedream. And I'm just notifying you guys so that you, if this is where you want to be or go into, that you know where you can get the stuff. Seedream. I was so shocked when I did a video on this. It was like, what? I'm struggling with patterns for so long, and here is an unknown system to me. Seamless, right? Seamless. Seed Dream. Go to Abacus, $10 a month. You get lots of different systems. Seed Dream was the first time in Abacus that I've ever heard of this system. And okay, so that's the Genie for you. Are we waiting on any other designs? Let's see here. Okay, Artistly. Okay, no, we haven't. So I think we can go over to the sixth and final tool. Yes, Vicky, thank you so much for asking. Let me grab that. Richard saying blending. We saved the best for last, guys. Yes, Vicky, let me get that for you. Thank you so much. Abacus, I absolutely love Abacus. And it's budget friendly. Let's go. It's budget friendly. I always think of, because I started out, right? I didn't have 7 tools. I couldn't afford all the tools when I started out. So I know the cycle when we start. It's budget friendly. It does what ChatGPT can do. It's got all the AI systems. I mean, you've got ideogram in there. You've got Midjourney in there. Let me show you. Let me show you guys. Let me show you. Hey Hazel. I'm glad you like it, Crystal. Thank you so much. Crystal's also new to the membership. Thank you. I'm glad you're here, Hazel. So look here. So $10 a month. I don't even know what Dreamina is. ChatGPT, you've got here the image designer, and you guys know how good ChatGPT's images. Image it for Flux, Midjourney, right? Is here. Recraft. I don't know. There's a long list. $10 a month. Okay. And also you've got the LLMs. So if you want to code, if there's certain things that you want to do, you need to go to a specific tool, or depending on your instruction, you want to code, you want to write a blog. Abacus will use the intelligence to use the best equipped tool, LLM, large language model. It will choose the best tool for you. That's the purpose of Abacus. Okay, let's go to tool number 6. Okay, so over here we've got Style Blender. Drum roll. I'm going to just close all the rest. Okay. There we go. Style Blender. Welcome to Style Blender. We saved the best for last. Okay. Let me open. Style Blender. Basically, again, lazy style, lazy way of doing it. 2 vibes, get 1 fusion prompt. So basically the thinking here is, I don't want to think, just give me two vibes, mash it, and whether it is a pattern, can you see over here, a clip art, or a coloring page, just give me something based on 2 vibes. Now, the one thing that I will update here, which I didn't get to, is I want you to have the option to type in your first style and your second style. I don't know how it's going to fit, but for now, it's pick and choose, right? So let's go holographic, first one. And let's go. Where did you type it? Oh, you can type it. Oh, thanks, Richard. So Richard said you can type it. You see, both Richard and Doreen said it's their favorite. Okay, I didn't know. Thank you, Richard. Beta tester, holographic, and then you can type in whatever. I'm gonna still go with kawaii. Let's go with kawaii. I want a clip art, and then I want you to blend the styles, and the system will write the prompt for you to blend. Now, it's not gonna give you a proper clip art it's going to just blend the styles. You now need to, I think, put a main element to that. Woodland farm animals or whatever. It's just blending style. So copy the prompt, go to your software of choice. We're going to go back to, AI Illustrator. Let's do this. Here we go. So that's, we've copied. I want to go to AI Art Illustrator. Let's go to my favorite and then paste. So it's just going to blend styles, and with Artistly, it's going to assume a whole lot of things, right? But what I want you guys to just remember, it's blending styles. You still need to have your main element. What are you designing for? Woodland farm animals, baby highland scow, coquette bow, and then it will blend the style with your main idea, right? Let's go to Midjourney. And I tell you, from system to system, it's vastly different. We blend holographic and kawaii into a scene full of euphoric and glossy reflections. It's just styles. Clipart style, clean vector illustration, isolated. There's no main thing mentioned. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go to Abacus. Go back to image. Let's go to let's choose ideogram. 4, paste, generate, right? Okay, so I haven't mentioned any of these, but it's got the holographic. It's got the holographic part, and it's got the kawaii. So obviously kawaii can be anything with cute little eyes, because that's the system knows kawaii is like a character with cute little eyes, right? So that's some assumption that Artistly has done, but as easy as selecting 2 styles, blending it. Rochelle said she's dancing. We danced the whole week. We were like wanted to say in the group, oh my goodness, this is coming, but we just had to contain ourselves. So that's that. Let's go to, again, look here. So the system also assumes it's got the kawaii and it's got the holographic, that shiny, whatever. But now you can go and tweak the prompt into what it is that you want to design, right? Let's go to Abacus. Let's see what Abacus, again, it's got the kawaii, it's got the eyes. Now we can say, let's throw in main elements there, right? Let's say, create a baby island cow, cute and adorable. You leave the rest in because that's your style, right? Without you having to think or ask ChatGPT or whatever the case may be. Click, let me first copy this, copy. Then we go to our other tools. Just click on it, regenerate, paste. Here we go. And then we can go to Midjourney as well. Okay. Open to tweak. You can tweak as much as you want. Going back to the tool, you can also generate 10 variations. So you can generate 10 variations, and now you've got all sorts of blended prompts that you can use. Look at the cow. Look how cute the cow is. I really needed to get stuff done today. I'm so sorry, Vicky. Sorry, not sorry, Vicky. Okay, so that's the output there. I just want to show you blended styles, your main element. Coquette bow. Let's do the same. Let's just say coquette bow, right? How do I do this in this view? I just know how to do it in this view. There. We take the cow out. Coquette bow. But you've locked your blended styles in. We'll do another one shortly. Let's go to this one. That's the cow. Look how cute that cow is. Blended style, main element. Let's do the bow here. Okay. Paste. Coquette bow. Okay. Come back. Okay, it didn't take the blended style here. Let's try the bow. Okay, blended style. I'm hoping it's still keeping the holographic and the kawaii in Artistry. I do find with Artistry, I didn't grasp in some instances, like the cat example, the colors. But each system's got its strengths and weaknesses. You must always remember that. The kawaii is still there, the holographic effect is there, and now it's a bow. So I don't think I can make it any easier than that. Rochelle saying, as Mel B says, this is off the chain. Okay, I think I've wowed you, and I think the suspense in the Facebook group kept up with, we kept up with what we delivered on today. I hope it's gonna make your game easier, your planning, your output. Let's do a coloring page quickly. Let's go back. So let's say you want to start from fresh. You just click on clear all. You go back to the main setting over here. Let's go cottage core and boho. And let's go coloring page because we've done patterns quite a bit, and then blend the styles, right? Copy the prompt. Let's go to Artistry. Let's first test the style, and then we can add specific things that we want to add. Okay. Yeah, Abacus is not that well known. We all know Midjourney, but it does the same thing. Again, it's budget friendly, and um, for me, it's just there's a lot of projects of mine in ChatGPT, and ChatGPT keeps upping the game. It's very difficult to leave it. But if you're a newcomer and you don't have that kind of history with ChatGPT, then Abacus is a good look at Midjourney. Look at these bows. And now what you guys can look at this bow. Oh my goodness. What you guys can do further is you can copy the seed number. Let's say you want to make a consistent bundle of this. Copy this seed number, paste. You'll see there's a seed number. Like the same way you did with the dash dash tile for seamless patterns. You type in seed space and your prompt and then another element. And it will give you the consistency of this image because each image has got their own seed number. But with Midjourney, if you want to keep it consistent, you take the seed number and then you will have a consistent bundle like this. Yeah, Mary, so Abacus is budget friendly and it does what it is exactly as ChatGPT. It's just I've got a long history with ChatGPT and my projects are in there and they keep upping the game, and that's why I'm still with ChatGPT. Let me see the coloring page. Okay. No, I'm in the wrong one, Richard. It's going. I shouldn't have taken. You see what I did here, guys? I used watercolor inspired style, which is not where I want to be. I'm biased with that style, so I just ran to it. I should have gone. What's the style that I said we must use? Clipart. Paste, and we'll test Tammy's style as well. So she said we need to go to AI designer. Look at this bow. Guys, look at this bow. Style Blender. Don't forget the name, Style Blender. AI design. So this is Tammy's suggestion earlier. Go to coloring pages. Yeah, coloring pages. Paste your prompt. Then we want 4 and we want 2 by 3 and then generate. I'll show you now the seed number, Vicky. So while we wait, so let's say let's say you want this image, right? Because all 4 of these, they've all got different seed numbers. So you click on the image that you want. You go on top here, that hamburger sign, kind of. Click on it. There's a whole range of things that you can copy. You can copy the prompt, the job number, the seed number, the image itself, and the URL. You click on seed number, so it's saving to your system. That's the number. Then you just dash seed space, and then you add your prompt. What's this prompt? I've just added the prompt now. I'm going to just do it again. So it should give you a visual, like, it should look very much like this one. So we'll see. Is there any other questions? What's the seed number? You're welcome, Vicky. So that's in Midjourney, Rochelle. I'm using Midjourney, and I'm just showing a way of how you can keep designs consistent with a seed. If you use a seed number. Also, what I've figured out, you can test this yourself. I've actually done a video, the last video on YouTube. I test this a little bit more in detail, but I don't want to do seed numbers now because I'm using the same prompt. Vicky, it's going to give me the same output, but you can test it. It's also on the video. I show where I use a same prompt, copy it. It gives me the same output. I use a fresh prompt, and then I elaborate on seed numbers more in Midjourney. Let's see the coloring page output. Okay, guys, this is Tammy's AI designer, then coloring page. That's the output. So this is what I used to get. This, you see, this house doesn't look right. And it's not, I don't know, it doesn't work for me. It's always, it doesn't look like a coloring page. Like if you're competing on Amazon KDP, you like pages, you don't want bad reviews. And this is not an image that you can put in there. But I do find the clip art side way of it a lot better. The illustrator. This one is cute. This one can also work. There's no deformities here. Boho, there's the boho element, there's the boho leaf. So like with any system, this is also cute. This can work. Boho leaves, and they can color in. It doesn't look like deformed. If the trees weren't cut off, I would be happy with this. So also check out this option, AI design agent, like Tammy said, and then go coloring page. And then I like Richard's one as well, which is this one. It does sometimes give a bit of a grayscale, which you don't want. You just want black and white. Black and white outlines. That's it. Yeah. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else. Me too, Hazel. I love the boat too. Guys, are there any questions? Is there anything that you've got me? If there's any questions that you want to ask, this is the time. I think, yeah, that's all our tools. That's the update. That's the big reveal. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it's going to make your lives easier. I've had fun putting it all together. And yeah, so if there's any questions, let me know. And then before we go, we just need to choose the top 5. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Everybody was talking. The top 5. Let me check for you, Vicky. So it's on YouTube. Ask questions, guys. Pooja, are you still here? Pooja, can you give me the list of the top 5? Let's see here. Okay, so. Okay, yeah. But yeah, let me save you some time. Go to this one. View channel. Have you guys seen the tariffs? The tariffs and how it affects Etsy. I'm not a physical product seller, but it seems like it's quite an issue. I've seen a notice on my Etsy back end, and they kind of trying to pacify people to say, just relax, we're kind of still figuring it out. So give us some time. I saw that. There you go, Vicky. But I haven't had time to actually look at all of that. But if you guys find out things before I get to it, please share it within the group, because there are physical product sellers among us in the Facebook group. Okay, so thanks, Madeline. She says your membership sounds so great. Great live, Mary. Pooja, are you still here? Pooja, please help me with the 5 names. I'm going to call out names, and then you guys need to just email me. I'll drop the email here as well. info@. Okay, just email me if I call out your name. And then if you are a member, I will just refund you 1 month if you are an existing member. And if you are not a member, you will get 1 month free on us. Thank you for participating and for making the live amazing. I haven't done this in a while. I am looking forward to doing more. And don't forget, next week, the 8-part series on artistry, specifically artistry, starts, okay? You're welcome. Jasmine says it's awesome. Vicky said it was great. Thank you. Richard said it's his first Zoom. That's the email. Okay, so I think in the Facebook group for me, it was, let's see, let's go to Facebook. Okay, so I would like to acknowledge Marilyn Southmail. So just email me, info@clipartistryheaven.com, and I'll set you up. So that's in the Facebook group. So let's just keep it fair. Let's see. And then the second one in the Facebook group will go to Mary Jarman. I'm just looking at the amount of talks and comments and okay, so that's in Facebook. Thank you, Stephanie. Yes, you can. It will be available in the Facebook group for 30 days. I don't know if I want to put this on YouTube. I don't think so, but it will definitely be in both the Digital Product Bootcamp as well as the AI monthly membership. So I will put this video up there. I don't think I want to put it on YouTube for now, but in Facebook it will be available for 30 days because they only allow it for 30 days. Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Pooja saying this is hard. Let's see. Vicky, you spoke a lot, so I'm going to give it to you, Vicky. I think, Vicky, you are a member, right? Please reach out to me so I can just credit you a month. Doreen, you've been very quiet. I'm surprised. Let's see. Jasmine as well. Thank you so much, Jasmine. Thank you so much for participating. I really appreciate all of you guys for being here. Rochelle. So how many is that for? How many is that, guys, for? You were amazing. Thank you for being part of this. And also, please check out for emails coming up this week where it's reminders about the Artistry web series that's coming up. You're welcome, Rochelle. Sonia, what's your take? What's your take on the tools? Sonia's got a beautiful store. She makes amazing digital products. You guys must check her out. Richard is all over. I can't give it to you, Richard. You already said you don't want it. So Jasmine, Rochelle is number 4. Vicky, is that 5? Okay, will you guys email me? You're welcome, Mary. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much. Yes, yeah. I'm so happy. Sonia's saying it's amazing. So excited to dive in and play. It is published. It is there. If you guys don't have any questions, that's the end of it. That's the end of the live. And okay, you're welcome. Thank you again for being part of it. And if there's anything following to the live, please let me know. I will come back to all of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend.